Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Adventures of Drawing. I'll draw a scene for you using a variety of pencils, a smudging tool, and an eraser. So, without further ado, let's go right into this. Okay, I've prepared the frame for the scene right here, so I can dive right into drawing the sky. I want to draw a couple of clouds today. So I'm going to make the sky a little gray, give it a little value, medium to light, a little darker at the top and lighter towards the horizon. Very soft down here. Nice and soft. And then gradually getting a little bit darker and a little bit darker going up. I'm trying to fill in a couple of gaps. Okay. Trying to get it a little darker up here still. Just a tad bit more pressure. Let's see. Barely noticeable, but yeah, it's a little darker up here. Okay, now I'll take the smudging tool and make the sky even smoother, trying to get rid of the last little bit of inconsistency. You can really make an extremely smooth sky like this. But as you know, the way I do it here, I'm not too much concerned with absolute perfection. So I'll leave it at this and then go in with the eraser and some circular motions, erasing the shape of a cloud right here, like this. Maybe it's a little bigger up here, rises into the sky, right there. Maybe like so. And then one more up here, just a small one. Maybe like this. So, okay. Now let's give those a shadow with the HB pencil. And let's say the sun comes from the top right. So we're going to have shadows at the bottom left. A start at the bottom with very flat curves that are open to the top. leaving some gaps in between for some extra volumes in there. And then I'll go try to find a wider part of the ladder here, so the lines aren't too thin. Okay. And I'm going into the side area of the cloud. Just C shapes right there. Just a couple. And then I'll go in here. This one right here. The large cloud. Flat curves at the bottom. With some gaps in between. And we've got another bottom layer right here. The cloud is a little bit like a mushroom right there. It's got a little cap. Okay, now going to the side. And again, just some C shapes in here. Down at the bottom. More on the left side than on the right side. Maybe some up there. And then we've got this shadow right here. Maybe like this. And of course, there are shadows on the side area up here as well. Couple more on the left side, then in the middle and on the right. Okay, now I take the smudging tool again and gently go across the bottom area of the clouds, and then into the side area. Make those shadows nice and smooth. Down here. And also up here. And on the sides. In here, make this one nice and smooth. Pull the graphite over to the right side. And then up in here. Soften those lines up. All right. Now we've got some ground down here. Or the first thing I want to lay out are some mountains. First one down here, and then maybe some coming from right over here. going in there, maybe like so. And then right here I want a really steep face of a mountain. And a ground, foreground. This should be in front of that. A foreground. Maybe right here. This going in here. That's gonna go maybe up there, and then we've got this mountain coming down into the valley like so. Okay, now we need some three-dimensionality in those mountains. So from each top, I just draw a line down to the left diagonally, like so. Okay. I want to make those mountains a little darker. But first let me maybe extend them a little bit more down into the valley. Those parts go a little bit more down. This one goes down right here, this one right there. Okay. Now I'm going to make this entire area a little darker. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. Let's not make it all darker. Let's just separate the mountain tops from the sky a little bit by making them darker than the sky. Make it fade out down here. Fade out towards the valley. I want there to be some misty areas down there. Maybe like this, and this one right here. Maybe that one goes down like so. Maybe like this. And then we grab the old trusty smudging tool again and pull that down into the valley to make a smooth transition down there. Don't go back and forth now. Just place the tool down up here and pull it down, and then pick it up again. Just from up here and pull it down. Okay. Now we need some shadow areas, and I'll draw those with the 3B pencil, and all those areas back here are in the shadow. Gotta recognize them again now, since I lost the lines, the outlines that I made in the beginning. But I can make new shapes up if I don't see them anymore. Oh no, this one was very wide, wasn't it? This one went down right here. A very long gap right here. Another longer one right here, I think. And even if it wasn't like this, we can just make it like this. We can change things, can make stuff up. Just a little area right there, and a bigger one right here. Get the edges. Okay. Now let me go into the light areas with some lines here and there. Let's have some detail in there. Just a little bit though. Don't want to overdo it. Maybe like this, down here like that. Maybe an area right here. And some cracks coming down from the ridge up here. Another different area, maybe like so. And some more cracks in here. Something down here, and then let's keep this one like this for now. Okay, let me add a bit more value right here. Extend the mountain right there. And then let's also extend this mountain right here. This is so far in the distance, I can't really see anything. Or maybe we see just a little bit of hills on the foot of the mountain, like this. And then down here, we start to see some trees. So I'm going to draw some in like like so, crawling up the foot of the mountains. Also right here on this one in the front. Maybe we are getting bigger right here. Since this mountain is closer and we only see part of it, and those are the trees growing on it. Maybe like this, and down here some more. I wonder if this is all going to end up the way I planned for it, but I just have to see how it's going to go. Okay. I make the treetops a little darker. Right there. Down here. And then up here. Those ones right there. I think I'm not consistent with the size of the trees. There's a jump from here to there, and right here, those should be on the same level as those, and they're not the same size. But I just went for it, and that's the result. Okay, let's make a softer cross-hatching area down here to get a better transition. Alright, and then take the smudging tool and pull the graphite down towards the next layer of trees to create a misty area down here. Every layer of trees. Right here. And this one up there. Down towards the next tree line. Right here. Down here. And then below this one there's no tree line, but I'll just make the cross-hatching a little smoother, or completely disappear, I should say. Alright. Now what's next is this face of the mountain that is close to us. And I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this. All I know is that it's a shadow side, so it's going to be rather dark. So I can just go in there with the HB pencil and give it a rather dark value already. And I'm going to go in with the 3B pencil later, since the 3B value is the shadow value. But I just want to make sure right now that there's no bright area going to stick out. So the brightest areas that are going to stick out here are going to be with the HB value. I'm not too concerned to make a consistent cross-hatching structure right here. Just want to get it all a little bit darker. Okay. Now, since, as I said, I have no idea what I want to do here, I just take a couple of lines that suddenly appeared through the cross-hatching with the HB pencil, and I'm going to trace those. And I'm making them very sharp. So that it looks very rocky. Maybe there's an area of many layers right here, just behind each other. Maybe this one goes up here out of the frame right there, and another one comes in right here. And I think some of those go down here until they are covered up by the foreground. Maybe those right there, and maybe those join right here, and this one joins with that one as well. It looks pretty rocky to me. Now, I want there to be a little bit more plasticity. So all the left areas are turned away from the sun more, then a little bit more to the right. So to the right of each line, I'm going to make those rocks darker. And we've got someone popping into the stream. I'm very delighted about that. How's it going? Hope you like what you see. Okay. A little bit more right here. Down here. Next to this one. Next to this line right here. that one, and all those small ones right here. Over there, right there. And the last one, yeah, maybe I'll give this one a little bit more and go a little bit more into the right, like so. Maybe here as well. And then right there. This one right here. Okay. Let's have some more detail in here now. I just draw in, I don't know, maybe a couple of cracks in the stone. Maybe some horizontal structures every now and then. Maybe like this. And maybe there's a little bit of vegetation. Maybe just some horizontal areas right there with a little bit of very resilient grass growing up here and up there, right here and up here. Okay. I think that turned out better than I could hope for. I really had no idea what I would do there, and just spontaneously I pulled this off. Pretty satisfied with that, I gotta say. Okay, now all that's left is the foreground right here, and we're also in the shadow side, but whoops, just wiped my eraser from the desk. All right, there it is. Yeah, we are tilted a little more towards the sun right here. So we've got more sunlight on this surface right here. So I'm going to mostly use the HB pencil and then just go in with the 3B for some darker details. But I'm going to make it a little darker so we don't have any completely light areas in here as well. Just like this right here. And then we've got a couple of layers in here, a couple of minor elevations coming out there. I'm not even sure if I should go in there with a 3B pencil. I think I'm not going to do that. That's dark enough if I make those elevations just a little darker. Like so. Right here. Up there. Those two are really close together. This one in here, and this one that goes out here. The entire edge. That one over here on the edge. Below this area and up here. Okay. Not even sure if I should put in grass there. Mostly it looks rather empty if I put in a couple lines of grass. I think I'm going to risk it though. I'm not going all in. I'm just going to scratch in a couple of lines right here at the edge to the midground. I'm not going to overdo it, or at least try not to overdo it. Just go in here a little bit. It's not visible too much, maybe that's better. It's not quite in focus, or maybe it's just too soft. I'll try to push down a little bit more with my pencil. Yeah. Okay. Something right there. Up here. And let's have a little bit coming up from down below here. Oh, give it another rocky structure. I can do something. Can't make it completely rocky, but let's see. I can put in a couple of rocks right here. So maybe there's one right there, like this. A smaller pebble right here. Maybe a flat one right there. And one coming in right here from the edge, and maybe something coming in from down below here. Something like this. Couple of horizontal structures in there. And then some shadows to the left side. Oh, I gotta leave some areas light that are on top. Maybe like so, right here, and a little bit brighter on this side. Maybe we can't see the top of this one, so it's all dark. We've got a little top area right here, and there's the top area for this one. Maybe like this. Okay, then let's add some more grass growing down here at the edges of the rocks. I always think that looks quite neat to have some more grass growing at those edges. Okay, and there we go. That's our scene for today. So let me clean up the edges. I think I'm going to extend this rock right here so I can have a little bit more on this side. A little bit more grass going over here and down here as well. Okay, now I can take this off. I want to leave this edge right here. I think the end of the cross-hatching section looks quite neat. Okay, let's go up here. Kind of want to leave that in as well. So I'm just gonna do that. We can do whatever we want in here. The frame of the scene is not a physical rule, not one of the laws of physics. That's what those are called. So we can do whatever we want. Nice, fits well. Thanks, I'm glad you like it. Okay. There we go. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a while since I've had somebody tuning in live, and it's always a delight. I hope you like what you see. I hope it gave you something, some inspiration or motivation to be creative yourself. Or maybe you're using this just as a fun watch to relax, or in the background to get some other work done. If you find yourself coming back to the channel, please consider subscribing and give the video a like. Drop down in the comments and tell me what you think. I'm especially curious about if I should talk to people if I see the viewer count go up. I myself often just want to watch and don't want to engage with the streamers, so I'm unsure about that. I do it because I think it's what streamers do and it pushes the engagement, but maybe people don't want that. And maybe you can't tell me for everybody, maybe you can just say it for what you think, but yeah, if you watch to the end and if you hear this, just maybe let me know if you find the time. Okay. Oh, thanks for the like on the stream. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I've lost my track, so I'm just going to say I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.